Hello everyone, I'm going to be starting out tonight with the ARL 44 here. Like usual, I'll be doing tank requests, so feel free to request any tanks you would like to see. Otherwise, just mixing in a few tanks here or there, especially because Holiday Ops is about to finish up here after today. So might as well get a little bit more added experience while I can. Alright, so we kind of have a wide open map here. I'm probably gonna stick somewhere like towards this side or in the center and see how it goes. I'm not top tier, so I don't want to press it too much. Nice to see y'all though. Hopefully everyone's having a good weekend as far as playing. Sometimes with double experience, things can be a little bit different than playing outside of like a special weekend. This week we should be seeing possibly even a public test server opening up for 9.22. I would say there's a fairly good shot at that happening. Alright, we don't really have much in the center. It's just, ARL, it's not exactly a tank that just oozes armor, so I'm kind of reluctant to head into the center unless I absolutely have to. Yes, I believe it ends tomorrow at some point, but I believe it's early tomorrow. I could be mistaken though. I wanted to take a shot, but I thought the WZ-131 was going to end up kind of turning right and following him a little bit closer, but hello Darko, and GG, and everybody else as well. Can't miss any opportunities here. I need to warm up a little bit. I haven't gotten to really play here. I was fiddling around with a couple things for the stream before going live here. Hopefully it's not like the start of last stream. I don't think it'll be like that though. I don't think they have max view range on Tiger 131s. Let's hope not. He's a goner anyway. But more or less coming up this week, there's possibly the public test server. I'd say fairly good chance of that happening. Next weekend for the NA server at the very least. Ah, Lord, let's say I stupidly pushed up here. For the NA server at least, I'm gonna die here. That Hellcat's gonna be able to get me. Yep. Thought our light was going to be able to spot, and obviously, no. I can tell you exactly why this Type 64 is not spotting. He's not even spotting. He's too far behind the bushes. Oh well. Oh well. I thought he was spotting, but no. E25 was, but once he died, because the E25 shot, the Type 64 was actually too far behind those bushes to actually spot the Hellcat and the other tank shooting at me. Oh well. It looked like he was close enough, but he was just enough behind. I wouldn't have pushed up if I knew that. So I'm like, oh, okay, he's kind of spotting. That I got shot by an LTG, but it's just, it's a little annoying. Oh well. Let me hop into, my first request is an arty. That little bit of a difference though made such a big difference on that flank. So T54 Mod 1, I actually do not have that. I would say as far as decent, it's not bad. If you need a crew trainer, there are several Russian mediums to kind of pick from as far as the T54 Mod 1, because I'm pretty sure I think that's the one in the tech tree, I believe. Or do I have the T-54? I honestly don't even know if I have it, to be honest, at this point. I might actually have it. Let me take a look after this. But I think that's the one I actually do not own. But as far as, you know, fighting against them, you know, usually it's not like they're a bad tank. The important thing to kind of look about Russian tanks, though, because a lot of them have different crew setups. Definitely make sure you pick one that fits with the crews you would like to have. Yeah, that guy, you know, I wasn't trying to be rude there. I was trying to explain that, you know, as a light tank, your camouflage is literally the same if you're moving 60 kilometers an hour or 0 kilometers an hour. The only time it changes is when you fire. So he was basically sitting behind that bush. As long as he didn't pop out in front of it and didn't shoot, his camouflage was not going to be any better or any worse than it was sitting that far behind the bush. All it was doing was preventing him from actually spotting anybody. But, you know, what do I know? Completely screwed me over because I thought we had that flank spotted, but that's my fault for not, like, triple checking, I guess. Which I got myself in a really bad spot here. I was expecting to take some shots on the Leo, but that didn't pan out. Honestly, Artie on some maps, like, the amount of times I've played Artie on this map probably can say it's been like under 10 times because I don't have that many matches in Artie, and not that this is like a brand spanking new map, but definitely came out after I ground out any Artie lines prior to kind of dropping. Alright, maybe I'll take a shot down here. It's just, honestly, maps like this I'm kind of lost, to be honest. Yeah, I can't even take a hit on the T-30. He's AFK. What the hell? I'll take a shot at him. Hello, Super Cat. Yeah. I'm a little bit annoyed at myself because I should have went over, like the other times I played already on this map, I would go over to the other flank. It's just, a lot of times that flank ends up kind of dying quickly. At least that's from what I've noticed, but yeah. Let's see, I'll try to stun him. I might actually be able to take him out, to be honest. Got ourselves a T-54E1 coming towards me. I'm definitely gonna die. He can pretty much one-shot me here. Unless he's not loaded. Yeah. Oh well. Really crappy match with an SPG, but can't say can't say I've played many matches on that map in an SPG. So let's move, before I get into a T20, I'm gonna hop into another grind here. Let me pick the, I'm on some rough grinds right now. Got the TVP, TVU. Nashorn isn't all that bad, but it depends on the map. The ARL 44, again, that's more or less up to what tier you are. I really like it when it's tier 6 or against tier 7s, but once you start factoring 8s, it's just the HP difference that can be a little bit annoying. Well, hopefully you like the Vikings, Lobobo. I say, as far as football goes, like, we watched a little bit because we're over someone's house yesterday, but I don't really keep up on football too much. This is going to be a toughie because, you know, I'm kind of leaning towards this side. I usually like playing this side. However, just looking at our top tiers against their top tiers, this is one of the matches to where a matchmaker doesn't really mirror the sides. At least we have a T10 coming over here. They're going to be very heavy on this side. We're most likely going to be a little bit light on this side. As far as top tiers go, doesn't mean that it's going to play out like we're going to get absolutely stomped, but there's a decent likelihood of, yeah, like right now we have a lot of people sitting in the base. Are you alright, buddy? Oh god, and of course there's a Lorraine 40T sitting all the way back there. But I'm very hesitant. Like, there's no arty, so I'm a little bit safer out here than I typically would. Yep, and he's still able to hit me. I thought we would be able to see him shooting, but I guess he's all the way in the back. The TVP, TVU, part of the problem with it, like, I can get over, you know, the gun. There's no, like, right or wrong gun to pick. There's, you know, a couple options for you to pick from. And also turret. Like, I'm actually using the stock turret of all things for the added gun depression. The thing that gets me, it doesn't even have like any mantlet armor. Like, overall the armor completely terrible. Hull, turret, you know, mantlet area as well. But you don't really gain anything, like, as far as, like, mobility's good, but it's nothing special. And firepower, you know, nothing special as well, to where that's where its reputation is, you know, kind of a bad tank comes from, is you lose a lot and you don't really gain anything over other tanks. It's not like you're lacking anything particularly as far as like your gun is absolutely terrible or something like that. It's just, you know, you don't really have an advantage over anything. But it's something to where you just have to play really, really safe, which doesn't always translate to being effective, since you're like afraid of anything getting close to you, because, you know, it's gonna be tough to fight head on against something. Hey, this guy was rocking to where I could hit him. This Lorraine, unfortunately right now, the longer I wait here, the worse off our team is, because we have so many TDs camping here. Like, literally they have 0 shots the entire game. Yeah, I don't know why they do not want to push, but, you know, alas, that $1 million question. Thank you, WZ132. You're actually going to be able to kill me. Most likely with this shot as well. Yeah, I even missed that shot. A little frustrating, though, that we had, yeah, not the TDs, whatever. Like, a lot of times TDs can't. But we had 2, granted the one's damage, but we should still win this. But it's frustrating because all these guys had to do was just move right up here to the next little hill, and they would have had shots right over there. But ended up doing 1200 damage. I guess I'll take that as long as we win. I really just want to get doubles done on the TVP, TVU, to be honest. Alright, so I have a T57, meal 1. Hey, we actually won the ARL 44 match. Awesome. So let me get to a T20 here. Congrats on getting the T57, GG. Hello, Mr. K. Nice to see you. I say a lot of people around where I'm at, though, are happy the Eagles won. A few people were not very optimistic about yesterday for football, but yeah, they scraped out a win. Hey, little dog. He's a little itchy today. Alright, so we have a couple 8s I gotta worry about. Do I think that people are going to push in the center? We'll see where this MT25 goes. He might... No. He's not going center. I guess I'll try. I don't have the best view range, which is a problem because I can kind of miss out on some spots really far in the south if I'm unlucky. But I'm hoping I can get in here, possibly spot a couple things. Like this Hellcat got me here. It's actually a pretty decent spot. And I actually know that person as well, Lucigen. Okay. Whoops. No, I wanted to ram him to keep him to where my allies could actually hit him. Go figure though, now I'm against a tank. Comet out DPMs me, unfortunately for me. So, I'm gonna die here early again. But, it happens. I was so close. I was trying to... Basically, if you're being pushed, coming north to south, which I don't know why RTD pushed in there, you don't let them basically get past here to where once they start inching past this rock, your people are able to hit them pretty easily. Unfortunately, though, he just kind of drove right around me. Oh well. But that's the downside of going to the center. I thought I was going to be fine, but, you know, I shouldn't have probably went there. But our light didn't. Hello, nice guy. Nice to see you. Sorry, Grigsby, for the quick little T20 match. But let me get into the T54 here. Obviously, you know. Wait, I actually do have it. The T54 first prototype. I'd say I thought I didn't have it, but I do have it if you would like me to play it. Maybe I forgot to put that on my list because I'm fairly sure back a while ago when they had premium tanks on sale, I guess picked pretty much all of them out of the tech tree. Thanks for tipping Levi, Victor. You go get little dog. Nah. He's already taking a nap. Thank you very much for the tip though, Grigsby. That's what not to do. Granted, yeah, Lucigen, like I know the name. If he was not there in a Hellcat, it would have been fine. But I really wish our light actually went to spot. It's not that you need to do that on that map every time, but with Lakeville really only having the town and, you know, it also has the valley, not that that's really the best flank, mainly because you're on soft ground, pushing over the hill in the middle and just getting blasted to bits a lot of time. So really you have the town, but the center is really important because it helps influence the town, especially early on if you can get early spots. So usually if my team has like nobody going there, I'll just say screw it and, you know, push in if I'm in a tank that I think will work. But unfortunately, you know, it's not exactly high on my list to do in a T20. Alright, now the question is, will they push anyone into the center here? We have a lot of people. I could have actually taken a shot at him. We have a lot of people in the north. There are 2 SPGs, which, yep, that one just shot at me. Mainly playing it safe here. Hello, TAP and Gus and Rich. Nice to see you guys. Our team, unfortunately, playing from this side. You know, I like, crap, they didn't even get a shot there. I guess I'm the only one kind of sitting out in a area that can shoot things. Coming from this side, I think it's a little bit more important to push. Whether it's the center or pushing like one person into like A5-ish. Like we should still have this, it's just... It's really hard, I feel like, shooting from this side. Unless the enemy is just like pushing little by little into you, which they very much might do, so... Thank you very much, Doug, for tipping Levi. Which, if you ever sent me something, I saw your comment last week. I don't think I ever got it, but just to let you know. You know, you said you had some suggestions. Alright, so we have an ultimate challenge coming up as well. But thanks for tipping Levi, he'll be happy again. We might actually take him to the vet tomorrow. Nothing serious, he's doing pretty well now that he has allergy shots. It's just his, he has a little bit, his foot, it seems like, you know, it's not getting any worse as far as like allergy stuff goes, but he just has a little bit of a problem with it healing, where it's like scabby and everything. But, oh god, really don't want to miss that. We're just finding tanks every stream now that I own and I don't know. I'll have to go through and actually make sure my list is proper one of these days. Alright. Trying to track him. I might die here because, yeah, definitely gonna die. I was expecting, yeah. I was expecting the AMX to push in, and he didn't. Oh well, I guess he had tapped reload, but I did not see anything like in the chat or anything, because I think he only fired once. But at least we're gonna win this. I'm not exactly making the best decisions right here, right now, which is pretty obvious. Alright, so I'll go into... keep reminding myself in the back of my head to like at least, you know, that match there we're gonna win Paris, but like the TVP match, it was closer than I thought, but that M46 did a really good tank right now. It did clean up pretty well there. So I have a mouse coming up. I'm sorry to hear about that, Carl, that your team lost. You good, little dog. And somehow he is asleep already. Alright. He did have a pretty rough day yesterday. We're gone for most of the day, like visiting family and stuff, to where we brought him along. I guess he's still kind of pooped. Hello, Kona. Nice to see you. Which I do have. Hopefully it's working. I'm not actually sure if it may or may not be. I'm trying to set up at least over on Twitch a chat bot to where it will, you know, I can't have one that works across both. That'll be really confusing, but I'm at least setting one up to where I'll be able to, you know, keep track of view time and stuff like that. To where in the future, if there is one that I could use across both that I like, you know, I'll at least have all the data. Hello, Josh and Arctic Tundra. Alright, so at least in the mouse here, I cannot rush out and kill myself. Sometimes that's a good thing. But yeah, I guess for whatever reason I thought the AMX that was behind me, he still had shells. It didn't look like it. Like the 13105 only has 3 rounds, I believe. So it has a pretty short reload time between clips. I thought he was still loaded, but I guess he wasn't. I thought he was going to follow right behind me. Given that one of the guys was low HP, we would have been able to kill him before they got a second shot on me, but that didn't happen. Usually though, my first like handful of battles though, I'm always like rushing and pushing and doing dumb stuff. Hello Nox, nice to see you. Alright, so our south is not looking good. Basically if you look at G0 right now, they decided to stop there. Right now we only have one M48 up on the island, so if he dies and they actually decide to push, it will be a little hard to hold the island. Oh god, they're actually pushing bat chats here. Given that it doesn't look like there's anybody in the mining town right now, I will try to get a shot here. That's a lot of oh god. I could have sworn he was gonna keep pushing. Nope. I hope that they keep pushing here, to be honest. Basically down in a little ditch, because there's not that much cover. I just missed again, but they are doing a middle push. Color me surprised. Yeah, really lucky that I cannot aim right now. I'm gonna shoot at something a little fat and slow, because if you look at the map strategy I have for Klondike, early on especially, there's not enough cover here for it to actually work a lot of times. Like, it's not a bad area to kind of fiddle around with later on in the match or like mid-game, which I guess it's working for them because they're actually dealing a lot of damage, but they're mainly just catching us off guard here. But typically though, you know, as now these bat chats are finding out, once you start pushing across the halfway mark and you start moving like up towards the other enemy side, there's no cover for you to actually push out of that flank that you just, you know, you pushed across. So oof, that was my bad. I completely forgot about both of them. I'm not pushing up, you know, where that IS-7 is, because, you know, they just completely annihilated the town. Alright, JPC 100, he shouldn't be able to see me now, given that I'm just going to try to track him. I'm going to try to move back. I'm going to try to start moving over because, you know, at this point we're up by 5 and there's nobody left in the north, so being as slow as I am, I'm not going to be able to keep up if I keep pushing the north. Hello, Cosmin. Yeah, you know, it can work pushing across. Like, honestly, I would say if they didn't, granted, the bat chats, you know, have pretty long reloads between magazines. If they did not stop pushing this area here, they would have had a better chance, because they decided to kind of fall back, and they had a couple people hanging back and try to push this side. So they went from, you know, there's 3 of us here, IS-4, me, and they killed the E5, to where they pushed over here. We could still shoot them, and yet they factored in the rest of our team over there. So they got themselves in a little bit of a pickle. But if there was one spot to push through the middle, it would be, you know, right here early, but it's still a little bit too risky to actually contemplate that. You're better off going far north or far south. I'm just gonna, I'll stay up here and see what happens. Because getting myself under the bridge just to kill one leopard, I'll be stuck down there longer than I would like. He's facing us. I don't have that well of a shot, or that good of a shot to actually pin him. I'm just hoping we kill him because I would like to just start pushing. That works. So I'd like to start pushing past him. I'm assuming that we... Here we go. Don't know how I pinned him, but I ended up pinning him. Right, Mr. Leopard, I have an HE shell. Lucky for you, because I'm probably not going to be able to kill you. Okay, this FV wants to be careful. Good. Well, nice little easy win for us. Basically, we, at the top of the board there, 19-8 right now, as far as destroyed tanks. So, yeah. I think we have this one in the bag. Thank you very much, Labobo, for the tip. I'll play the STB1, and then I'll pop into the ultimate challenge that we have coming up. Well, the IS-7, basically, if you're getting a lot of ammo rack damage, like, of course, safe stowage does help, but try not angling as much. Like, sometimes I do over angle mine, but like if you're going at someone and they see you here and they hit you right near the front track wheel, it'll actually potentially cause ammo rack damage if they hit you like a little higher than just like the very bottom bit. And of course, when you're going around corners, like, don't peek out of a corner like this, because they'll just whack you in the side, ammo rack damage. But usually head on, you won't take much unless it's like a premium heat round or tier 10 TD shooting you, and they punch through your upper glacis, because the ammo rack's basically behind that. So, yeah, decent fight there. Didn't look anything, spectacular, but our team did a pretty good job there as far as staying alive and spreading the damage out. 3,200 damage, nothing too much else there. I'm gonna do something here and hope it works, because I do not want to open up 59 boxes. So let me get into the STB1. Sometimes leaving this open. Let's see if I can pull it off here. Getting into a battle. Open box. And then I should be able to hit. Ah, god damn it. If the matchmaking queue lasts long enough, you should be able to hit open all boxes, and it will open them in between your battles. Kind of in the background, I guess. Nice. You're getting there, Tap. Hope the Type 5's worth it. No problem, Cosmin. Which hello, Israel. The SCB1, I don't think it's bad. A lot of the stuff that you see people, like whether you read a lot on the forums or other places, a lot of people saying the STB1 is bad. It's not particularly bad, it's just like as far as balance goes, it hasn't been rebalanced recently, but a lot of times you hear people talking about that. The most vocal people I find are people that either play competitively, like say clan wars and stuff. So the tanks that work there are slightly different than say random battles. And also you'll find people that are like just say playing for, we'll just say stats. So like win rate 8. There's a few other words I could have used there. Like the STB1, it does have problems, a little bit of gun accuracy. Mobility at times it's like it's good, but it does have a little bit of woes. And the armor, albeit decent, isn't going to protect you all that much. But it's just one of those things that, you know, it's nitpicking more than anything. Like right now, I am definitely not playing the STB one. You know, coming most likely. Fine. Let's get him out first. Like pushing straight into an Object 140 and a T110E4 here is not exactly a strong suit in the least bit. Just trying to distract him a little bit. The Object 140 though, if he swaps the heat, I'm kind of screwed because a lot of the angles on the turret kind of get negated. And since you don't have, there we go, he did bounce though. Since we don't have the best gun accuracy, kind of taking little pot shots isn't the best here. I'm stunned. I really wish though, like, why did you push out, dude? He just screwed me. I needed to keep falling back here. I guess I'm just gonna hide behind him now. It's just my team, for whatever reason, they're trying to kill the E4. You're better off pushing along the water here. Got myself hit a few times though, because I got stuck halfway up the ledge. Looks like Levi found his treat. But going to kill this guy, you're better off leaving him kind of for last. And better off trying to push down and kill the people closer to the water. It's safer, already has less of a chance to hit you. And you definitely don't have anyone over on your left too much. So you're able to kind of you know, just take people out with less of a risk of taking damage. Now, unfortunately for me, they're still trying to kill the E4. They probably will get him. Like, yeah, I definitely hope they get him. But it is making it a little bit difficult for me to get much done. Fortunately, my team's up by 9. They just really smashed through that other side. But playing the STB1, you know, I like it. You know, when we compare it against, say, like the M48A5 now, it is lacking a little bit, but for the most part, you know, it's pretty mobile. The armor on it definitely isn't great, but it will get you a few bounces against like lower caliber guns if you're hold down. Gun depression's good, has a crap ton of DPM, just lacks a little bit in the gun handling and accuracy department, to where you will miss quite a few shots in this. If you're rushing shots or you're a little bit further away in the distance department. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still a pretty good tank. It's just, don't get yourself, you know, brung against a high alpha tank or in a spot where a ton of things are shooting at you. It's really meant just to pump out damage, throw a ton of rounds down range, and hopefully not get obliterated. I would say the closest tank to the STB1 currently is probably the Leopard 1, which, like the Leopard 1 of course is really agile, no armor, good accuracy. STB1, a lot more DPM, but it lacks the accuracy instead. So, hello Jackie, nice to see you. A pink mouse, I have not. They don't really have pink though. They have purple in the game as far as like paint, but no pink. Hello Moltnico. I've been playing the game since 2011, so or Minecraft. So I've been playing it much longer than most people, so as long as new content keeps coming out, you know, I'm content with playing it. I like the challenge for the game. But decent amount of damage, even though I kind of got stuck in that little corner of the map there. Alright, so I have an ultimate challenge. Let me I'm trying to get these boxes opened up. Let me do the T-3485 before getting to the ultimate challenge here, and hopefully I can get these things opened up here, because I'm going to run out of boxes soon here as far as missions to complete. The Chinese one's like, I actually think that's one's the best one. It's like reddish and gold. The German one, that's the one with like red, like light red reindeer and stuff all over it. That one looks funky. Hello, Blue Master, nice to see you. Congrats, John. Indian Panzer is a great tank. I wouldn't say, like, the M48A5 Patton, I would still just run. It needs a repair kit, obviously. The crew does die sometimes, so you need a med kit. Fire extinguisher, I would go with those three. I don't think it needs octane. Like, I know some people use it, or like use the premium food on their tanks. Yeah, whenever anybody asks me, I'll definitely 99% of the time say just stick with the basic setup. It's the most versatile. Definitely do not have a lot of people over here. I'm a little bit scared to push because we have no armor whatsoever coming over on this side. My weak spot guides, I usually don't put module placement on them unless it's like a really specific tank and it's like something you can exploit. But most of them, especially my newer ones, like eventually I will be putting out new ones. I usually just focus on the front because most tanks, the side views and stuff, I do put up on them. I usually don't put as much detail into it though. Like I'll list some. Yeah, no, we need to. I don't know why I decided to run. Probably to help my IKV, but yeah, we can't push here. We need it. Say that if the T-29 stayed, he would have been able to almost hold this flank back. Not solo, but he would have been able to accomplish a lot more over here than he would over into town. But I'm hoping this SU-100 M1 is not AFK. Stupid silo. Not good for me because I'm not in a tank that can really tank damage. And gun handling, it's not terrible on this, but it's not, the most accurate tank out there. I'm just hoping their arty leaves me be and my town wins. Because if our town loses, and of course arty's aiming at me. That was kind of wishful thinking there. We still have a pretty decent chance though. We just actually have to hit them. That's something that we are kind of lacking right now. Their arty's definitely, so I say they're definitely reloaded there. Well, weak spots I do, like I always color code everything, but usually the front view I provide like the most amount of like effective armor as far as like how strong each little bit is, and then towards the sides and the rear I still calculate all that. I just simplify it a little bit so you go more off of the color code. But I'll definitely say, like, I make weak spot guides. I kind of like just seeing an image. It's straightforward, but there are other sites out there, like there's tanks.gg that you can use for kind of live armor views, and there's also gamemodels3d.com. Granted, that one you do have to pay to see past tier 6, I believe. But it's like, I think it's like $3 or something, and it's, yeah, it's not like a time thing. It unlocks for forever. But I just usually do I thought about switching it to a colorblind, but you know, the only thing about that is most people visually know the like green, yellow, orange, red scale. You know, even not just for armor guides, but in like life in general. So it's a little hard for me to switch from that, but usually, you know, shooting at something green on the tanks I list, you can typically pen it no matter the tank you're in, unless it's something, say, like a Type 5 or something, and that's a kind of exception to the rule. Well, the reason why say websites don't show you where internal modules are, Wargaming actually pulled that from the API, so what those sites use to build those models. They pulled that data from basically being collected automatically quite some time ago. You'll find in some places some like really old tank models, say like tanks that were originally in the game, like some German, Russian tanks, even a few American tanks. They will have those available to them, to where you can see the crew placement and also modules. After that though, you're really just, it's not guessing. Basically you go off of say where hatches are and kind of seeing where you kind of damage people over a few shots, or not just a few shots, a lot of shots, or where crews were historically placed. Say, I'm hooping. There we go. I knew he was light. I was trying not to kill myself though, with jumping off the cliff. The M56, you know, Scorpion doesn't weigh like anything. But as far as where to shoot ammo racks, typically right under the turret, the back sides of the turret, so this area. And then you also have at your disposal, like say like certain tanks like the IS-7, you do have some located kind of in the front hull, behind the upper glacis, but basically, you know, kind of right behind, or not behind, right under the turret more or less. Just, you know, not located in the bottom of the hull most of the time. Hey, I wonder if this guy's actually playing. I'm really concerned about Artie, but he's not moving his turret. I'm gonna focus on hopefully not getting killed by an SPG. That was a pretty nice ram. I was really concerned that had I waited like another split second, he would have reloaded there. But I was not wanting to kill myself falling down a cliff. I really wish these guys honestly would just go cap, because yeah, they don't have that much HP. Granted, this guy isn't that hard of a kill, unless, yeah, I missed there, but there we go. Pretty nice match though. 1400 damage, 1100 assist. Hello, Desi Gang, nice to see you. Well, if you're looking, you know, for that, Grigsby, that, you know, that basically comes down to, awesome, I completed the ram them mission for the Object 260. That comes down to, you can look where crews are placed on tanks outside the game, and for the most part, you know, Wargaming does keep everything in the same spots. Or, you know, just looking up, people probably have guides for them, but they're not in any one place as far as I know, when it comes to modules and crew placements and stuff. But Master Badge First Class, top 2 damage. Not top experience. T29 beat me out there. Their IS-2 did a pretty damn good job in the town. Over 4,000 damage. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to win for him, though. I'm giving up on these boxes. They're starting to annoy me. I'll open them after the stream. Alright, so let me add that to the shop. I'll get to doing a raffle here as well. So 900 Levi biscuits for the winner. Let me set up this ultimate challenge really quickly here. That forgot who bought it. Grigsby bought it. Okay. All right, Grigsby. So let me get this set up and see what we got here. So with an ultimate challenge here, I'm gonna have to do 2.5 times the HP total of my tank, and I'm gonna have to play, let's see, I have to play a tier 8. Right. As far as this goes, definitely not picking the T69 again. We know how that went last time. So I kind of wish I had a tier 8 grind. I would play... Why don't I play something high risk, high reward? I'll play a Lorraine 40T. Or... do I want to do that? It's just ultimate challenges. They're pretty hard because, you know, blocking damage does help being able to do that. But nothing's really striking my fancy. I could play an SPG, but that would just be wrong because their HP is really low. Yeah, I'll stick with a Lorraine here, I think, or go to Carnivarn. Let's do this guy. So 1600. Lorraine, I could just see myself with how I've been playing today, rushing out and literally dying in the first minute. So I've got to get to 4,000 damage, block, and assist here. Floyd, you have, I believe it's February something. It's earlier than they first stated for the female crews from this. Hello, Vic, over on Twitch. Nice to see you. Pretty much, I'm pretty sure it's just going to be when the patch releases. The 9.22 patch you have to redeem them by, but there is a recent video out stating when you exactly have to pick them by. They said that at some point last week. But yeah, that's where, you know, as far as the like crew placement and modules, like it used to be very easy, say for the first like I'd say 1.5, 2 years of the game to know where they are, because it was part of the API that people could see in like the tank models where they're placed. Wargaming took them out though, because I'm pretty sure when it came to mods, illegal mods were starting to use that data to, you know, specifically aim at certain areas, you know, to better chances of ammo rack damage and stuff. So it took a little bit of, you know, skill out of the game. Thanks for the follow over on Twitch. Not really liking this spot where I chose, but I'll roll with it and hope for the best here. It's just being in a tier 10 match. The turret front on this is strong, but when you start getting shot by tier 10s, it does lack a little bit of armor. A lot of spots, especially if they're throwing premium rounds, premium round from the E75, a lot of the spots on the turret front are like 250-ish millimeters effective, up to 300 on the angled bits, but a lot of it can be penned by tier 9 premium, and specifically tier 10 rounds can pen it. So this is going to be a toughie for me. But I do have a better shot at completing this than I would in, say, Lorraine with this map and matchmaking. Oh yeah, 105 damage. Only 3,900 to go. Oof, that's an HE shell. It's like, oh crap, something pinned me. I don't care too much that T95 is angry. I don't know why he's telling us that. The enemy killed him. Crap, stop throwing APCR E75. That's just... yeah, unfortunately now I can't take a shot. Because looking at where he penned, first one was about 250. That second shot was closer to the 300mm effective spot, where the APCR gets punched through a spot that normally the E75 wouldn't be able to pen me at. But the difference between, you know, the standard and premium, that's what I should have, you know, I knew it was going to happen. It's just I was getting a little bit greedy with, all right, I would have liked to take my shot there. I had a shot. Now, you gonna come for, yep, 3 out of 3. Congrats, Grigsby, on winning the challenge. Not that this was very exciting, but that E75 did me in. This APCR shot's right through the turret front, but oh well. Probably should have picked like a T32 or a Patriot instead. Because, you know, this is one of the better tier 8 heavies right now. The Carnivore at tier 8. Ever since they buffed it, it has a lot of good things going for it, but unfortunately, you know, the armor is easy to pen once you start getting shot by 9s and 10s. But oh well, I shouldn't have went to that hill, because once I got there, you know, if I was getting penned there, I was kind of screwed. Congrats, Victor, on winning the raffle. Hello, Red Panda. Don't know what you're saying. Please speak English if you know English. The most unique ammo rack? I'm not sure as far as that goes. You asked that a little bit ago, Red Panda. I mean, off the top of my head, yeah. I don't think there's anything too unique about any, as far as what I know. Trying to think. I forget exactly which what it is, Grigsby. I think it's 1.5. I tally up when it comes to like getting Levi biscuits from like tips and challenges and stuff. I always tally them up after streams. I think it's 1.5 times. Just there's so many. Basically, one of the views on Fussbot is like a viewer tab, and it has everyone's like watch time, their channel ID, and their Levi biscuits. To where I had to like sort through that to find everyone to kind of manually edit their amounts. Alright, so Levi has a pickup after this. I'll probably hop into maybe like the RU-251. Hoping my team, we're getting some people more to the north here. Nice. Lord. There's a really good spot for the IS-7. Like, I'm not wanting to push yet. That little pipe there, you can hide your lower plate behind that. However, there's plenty of arty in this match to where I'm not gonna attempt that because there's no arty cover. Okay, this WZ-111-5A is pushing very nice for us. We'll try to take a crack at him. Aim. Crap. I'm gonna miss a shot. Oop. Awesome. Oh, I missed it. I did not want to go around the corner. Just One mistake you see a lot of people do is, you know, rush straight out there to get the shot and you just leave your side wide open. You know, you may not get hit, but likelihood of you getting just like blasted is pretty high. It's something that so many people do that most players can catch on that, to where they'll just wait for you to round the corner and they'll take a big hit at you. I'm gonna say if this guy panics, the 140, he just got hit, set on fire, to where he might... Nope. This IS-7's coming around now. Crack him. We got some pretty good shots on him. He doesn't look like he has a repair kit either. And that got lost into the spaced armor on the side. I should have aimed a little bit better. Everyone's actually shooting him there. Here we go. Okay, AMX M4 54. Don't push on him alone. But congrats on the win, Grigsby. It wasn't even close for me, but unfortunately, I should have hung back further in that tank there. See, he's gonna... Crap, that was a bad shot. There's that ammo rack. He hit me on the front left corner. Specifically, yep, if he can kind of hit me between my front places. I'm hoping he actually hits me. Never mind, I'll take that as well. But if you see, there's that ammo rack. He hit me right there. So basically, he damaged the ammo rack that sits... Oh lord. Let's get that, like my mini-map! I forgot I had one of the keys on my mouse set up for that. So far so good for our team now. You gonna go down too? This is not the best spot for us to go down, but I'll try it and I'll probably be the one to die. Yeah, I'm the one that took track damage. Yep, that's why I was careful earlier when I was trying to ram that M56. I should have turned a little bit. Red Panda, I do have a Leopard 1. Please use the tank request command now. Oh god. Really? Going to hurt? Or... yeah. I was like, that's really gonna hurt. I was praying. For some reason, he did have AP. He was going to be able to pen me frontally anyway, given that he was higher up. I was hoping by angling, granted, he probably hit me in, you know, where I was over angling and this was weak. I was hoping he would either hit me here or it would get lost in the space armor. Nah. Would have been nice if he had Hesh though. Ended up with 1100 damage, 2300 assist, but... in the grand scheme of things, at least we got a win here. Now, those are games where, like, when a lot of people ask me, like, when it comes to, like, win rate 8 and stuff, more or less, matches like that to where I got some assist damage from tracking that IS-7 and the Sheridan earlier on in the match. To where, since win rate 8 doesn't actually take into account assist damage, it can't because it's not part of Wargaming's API. That match there, honestly, it probably, like, I don't even know numbers off the top of my head since I don't look at it that much. I would say that was probably ranked in, like, say if it was out of 100% and most people want to be purple and like not in the 99 percentile, that was probably in the bottom 10% for an IS-7. So It's just something to where that's where I don't care too much about it because it doesn't factor in everything. That's you know, part of the battle. Hello, Pink Panther. Nice to see you, and Jerry as well. All right, so into an RU here. Hopefully, I can get. I was thinking about actually possibly streaming longer tonight, but I'm not sure I'll be able to actually do it. I'll probably honestly be too tired at the end, but I was kind of hoping to get a little bit more experience done on this guy before the holiday ops ended. Alright, so I'm gonna see, like, if I was coming from the north to the south, I probably would push the one line. I probably won't do it here because typically your team on the south doesn't push as much. So when I'm in lights, I usually don't push the one line. Excuse me. To where you'll see me possibly do it if I'm like top tier in a medium or like a heavy. But when it comes to lights, the likelihood of you just getting torn to shreds is pretty high. Let's say I'll keep prodding here. Nice, GG. Has been a little bit of a while, Jerry. S, nice to see you again now. Hope everything's going well with you. I recognized, even before I saw your message a couple of minutes ago, I recognized the little avatar before I read your name. Yeah, right now they don't really have very good shots out of H1. Yeah, actually did damage him, that SPG shot. Well, one of these days I'll finish this grind. It was just so demoralizing once I saw 294,000 experience, I think, to just unlock the tier 10. Yeah, I can't keep doing the center here. It's just nobody's able to fire over here. I don't have anyone in the center to kind of help play off of. So I'm just kind of rolling around getting shot little by little. Nice when you have like at least 2 people in the center. Once you start getting over that, you know, there's not enough little areas to poke out of, but it's nice having at least a couple people to where if an enemy tries to kind of push out and take a shot at you, the second guy can kind of retaliate. That hit him low. Because for the 430 to hit me, he doesn't really have that much gun depression. He's actually got to push out and expose himself. Well, you know, weekends like this are sometimes up and down a lot. Like, I don't think the team's any worse. Teams are any worse than they usually are. It's a lot of randomness a lot of times because people play differently. But got through the holidays pretty well. Everything was enjoyable. Yeah, the Russian lights are really the only lights I haven't done yet. Since this is the last light tank grind I'm currently doing. I have all the others complete, except for the Russians. I'm kind of taking a break. I'm not starting any of those for the foreseeable future. Kind of shot the ground. That's my MO. Not that I really have a very good shot here, but our side just got clobbered. Come on, guys, push out of the town. I'm gonna completely do a 180 here, because penning the mouse, I can pen him if it's like not his turret side, if I was shooting his hull when it was flat, but need to start getting these guys moving because they're basically through and they're gonna push through our base very shortly here. Crap. A little bit too close to that mouse. He did the right thing though and kind of backed up. If he stayed in the town, he would have died, but moving back is the right thing to do. Get him out. Isn't looking good for us though, because it took way too long for us to get this far. I'm gonna try to move up, but I don't think this is the best choice, but I don't really have a choice. If I go south, it's gonna die. At least if I head up here, I might be able to shoot the mouse, but he's not flat on. I'm just reluctant to push into Artie because there's a Grill 15 somewhere over here. Plus, I'm really bad at fighting Artie for whatever reason. But yeah, we're just gonna get capped out here. I see you, 430. You've been stalking me literally the entire match, but it doesn't matter at this point. I didn't have that good of a match though. Only 1500 assists, a little under 600 damage. But anyway. Hello, Fabio. Nice to see you. No, Fabio. If you have the T10, honestly, you're better off. Just go to readastatusreport.live or the dailybounce.net. They lay out exactly what transfers over and what you get for the tank changes. But from what I understand, again, I would double check. If you have experience on the T10, you will keep it on the T10 even when it moves over. It won't go to the Object 257. Hello, Pesmed. Nice to see you. And hello, Alpha. I wouldn't, when it comes to grinds, it depends, how old is the tank line, because before, there were multiple lines that there were definitely more than one, say, clunker in a tank line to where it was a hard stock grind or something like that. But when it comes to nowadays, if a tank line has been rebalanced, usually wargaming, there's always one tank that it makes you say currently I'm on the TVP TVU. We're oh, I should just free XP this thing. But, even Russian tank lines have that. I don't subscribe to the whole Russian bias thing. Them wanting to add in a lot of Russian tanks, they'd be stupid not to, since that's their biggest audience, so I don't think that holds a lot of water. Hello, Jack, nice to see you. Alright, kind of wish I was had something to look. I like armor playing Klondike because it can be hard to get shots if you can't reliably, say, poke out and maybe bounce a shot. Because usually if you have easy shots on this map and you're not hanging back taking long range shots, which the T-57's not that great at, usually you're getting swarmed. There's something wrong. I'm gonna try. Alright, or not. Because I can't push out far from the edge here because you can take damage. Specifically from Artie and from tanks sitting further back. What I figured, he had lag. It's just, it kind of, I was kind of hoping that he was pushing up there. Like, if you have lag, dude, pull back, because right now I'm honestly, I wanted to get a clip off on the IS-7. Let's go figure the IS-7 shot me, but I have slow mode on for everybody. It's A, because of spammers, you can blame them. But honestly, typing more than that amount alpha dog in a short period of time, I would consider that spamming. I have it set at 12 seconds to where I think that is reasonable, given how much I keep up on chat. But basically it makes the chat at a decent pace to where I can actually keep up and interact with the chat. So it's E5. I don't push out their E50M. Well, the E5 I'm not able to play off of him. If I push over to the right more, I'm gonna get a ton of damage dumped on me, or artied, where we need to kind of bait them around. We have TDs back there, and we can very easily deal with them if we let them push. Us pushing no is not smart. Hello. But there's not too much I could do in this situation. I'm not pushing the center. I might actually.
Oh, you just got me.
Uh-oh.
You just growled at me.
You scare him?
No, he was awake.
Well, you can feel free to respond to people in chat. It's just, when it comes to slow mode, 12 seconds is for everybody. You know, it's just something to where plenty of people have tried to come in and spam before, to where I have a few things in place to kind of negate that. This might be a very bad. Yep. Doubly yup. At this point, I gotta go with it. Oh my god. 17 HP left. And I'm probably gonna get... I can get hit from up here if they're actually paying attention. I was pushing my luck, and unfortunately there is definitely... You know, I don't have max G range, but I thought we would have been able... Oh, so I just lost all my HP. Why don't you push up there? It would have been nice if we could actually spot the tanks that just hit me. Like, I saw the Centurion and the M48 Patton were spotted there, but I didn't think I'd actually get lit up. But at least I'm not dead. I'm pretty much gimped though, because I'm splashable by Artie now. Not too much I can do with pushing though. Oh well. I'm just kind of waiting to see what my team does now, because we're all right in the north, but we have these two heavies in the center that they can do stuff, but honestly I'm afraid right now. I'd poke out here to spot, but if I get proxy spotted, I'm kind of done for. Oh well. At least the E5's still hanging in there. Guess I'll try to take a look to see if I can spot someone back here, but hope that E5 doesn't end up dying. God. Really hope he did not see me. Crapola. Yep, he's got me. Nope. Maybe not. Honestly, this match I screwed up going to the center here. Usually you don't do that in a slower heavy. Like the T-57 isn't like a slug, but it's definitely not a quick and nimble thing. Would be nice if one of those guys, yes, did move from the center. Crap. Yep, he's got me. That was frustrating. Let's move along here. Sorry for the T-57 match there, though. I probably should have just completely just cut my losses in the south in the beginning and played it where I would have been better off towards the northern part of the map, but we'll be having a meal one here coming up. Team with 10E3 is my favorite tank, John. Red Panda, it wouldn't have a cupola. I think that's something that would never happen. So, see you, Alpha Dog. Thanks for popping in. You know, if honestly the T110E5 is modeled incorrectly, but not just its cupola, mainly the lower hull. However, the cupola is not something that's wrong with the E5. It comes more down to not that its gun's bad, but currently the game is a little bit heavy-handed and favors, at least in public battles, high alpha, super heavy tanks, stuff like that, to where, you know, doing 400 damage a shot is great and all, but on a lot of maps, you know, you're kind of stuck kind of brawling it out. So things that can do a lot of damage per shot, or has they have a little bit more HP pool, a little bit of armor, or like a TD that can just, you know, basically pen through most things and hit you for 750 damage plus. They're a little bit in season right now. Kind of hoping to get a quick little shot there, but with only one M44, I wasn't too concerned about getting arty'd too much. Unfortunately here, like, I'm top tier, so I'm kind of, yeah, I kind of feel like I do need to help up here. Like, I could have went south, but you know, if we lose this area, usually you lose most of your tanks with it. I'm gonna see if the enemy team makes a mistake, and I guess we might be able to push in here. Ooh, that's not good. This does lack a little bit of nothing's too wrong with the gun on the Emil one, but you know, it doesn't exactly say have the best accuracy, penetration, stuff like that, to where I missed that shot just a hair and it bounced off his angled bit there. Did you request the E50M earlier? Did you use the command, Jack? Look above the minimap for tank requests. It's one per person per stream now. Please, you know, don't abuse it and keep requesting unless I, you know, say that there's enough room to do multiples. Yeah, at this point we got completely annihilated in the south. It was kind of opposite than what I thought was going to happen. Alright, 30 seconds. I can't shoot at anything. I'm definitely going to be heading back to the base because this is a map where you get capped out a lot. Waiting and waiting. It's kind of my least favorite tank class to play is something with a huge downtime in between magazines. It's just, you kind of feel helpless, like, especially if your team's behind. Like, they're effective at, like, dumping damage in one go, but say your team needs you to kind of stay in the fight, it's hard to keep at it. You know, not just the Emile 1, but like other French heavy tanks, like the AMX 50 series. Ah, come on. Might as well reload now. At least it looks like we're gonna win this one. Our team was smart by all turning back, except for the T-28 Proto and the Oni. But this is a map where, like, I cap out a lot, and, you know, I also get capped out a lot on this map. Because pretty much it's just two flanks, you know. You're definitely not going to win both flanks unless you completely overwhelm the enemy team somehow, but usually it's just kind of like a merry-go-round. But almost 3k damage. Luckily, when I was reloading, nobody caught me off guard. Oh. So he said hi to Ryan. I forgot she actually popped in here. Levi he was a little grumpy, and I actually heard that. That caught me off guard. He usually isn't like grumpy, but yeah, he's a little tired and not feeling too great today. Yep, found him. I don't think I'm gonna be able to kill him now. Hello, Mojo. Nice to see you. Oops. I should not have cap. I don't have cap locks on. Oh well. I guess everything's gonna be in cap locks because for whatever reason. Okay. WordPad is deciding to tell me I have cap locks on even though I do not. So you gotta love Windows sometimes. Unfortunately, we did lose Klondike, but I had a pretty bad match there. Mastery Badge second class though, most amount of damage just by a smidgen. I'll take that. So we have an Udez up next here. Let's hop into that guy. Hello, Stug. Nice to see you. Which, Jack, the reason, like, I'm gonna add up the E50M for you. The reason it didn't show up is you spelled request wrong. I am looking to, like, I'm not gonna do it straight away. Like, I'm slowly easing into it by mentioning it more, and it's on my basically overlays here. But I am slowly transitioning to where it is harder and harder for me to pick out tank requests since the chat. You know, more people chat over time, but more or less, there's 45 coal. It says he's, aha, it worked. I think that was John or Lobobo who he asked to get off my blacklist. I was trying for like ages to get him off in the garage, and it kept giving me an error because it said he was on my friends list. And like I'm sitting there like it's not letting me do anything. I finally got in a battle with him. I guess that's worked here. But eventually I do plan on, you know, it's just if the command is used, that's the only ones I'm going to be taking, unless it's, you know, ones from Twitch to where I don't have a chat bot over there. Just because it is a little hard for me to kind of pick him out from the chat a lot of times. which I am going to be putting up somewhat soon, kind of picking Tuesday's game. I did pull Total War. Okay, I don't know how I spotted him, but whatever. I'm going to try to put up, or I'm taking out Total War Arena, at least for a little bit until the open beta releases, since the matchmaking queue is a little bit too long, especially just for a 2-hour stream. Yeah, I probably should go to the center. Yeah. Doesn't look like they're pushing my flank at all. I could push that flank, it's just, you know, this thing, once I get over there, I'm basically just going to be a sitting duck. But I probably should have hung back a little bit more towards the base. I have literally no shots from back here. Nope, I had a shot there. Shot here as well. Will I actually aim in time now? I bounced. I was trying to play where typically, you know, most of the fighting happens though, and that didn't work out for me. I just shot the freaking building too. I didn't even think that that was in my aiming circle. Here we go. At least I hit something. Not you, Stug. I said hi though. Really? That's actually 45 there. I'm sure he's very happy to shoot me. That's another miss where I don't know how that missed, because his turret was pretty much in the entirety of that aiming circle. Crap. They're actually pushing that side now, and holy hell, we are down. I haven't lost this match, honestly. I didn't even notice that this entire flank fell, and we're down by quite a bit of tanks to where it's gonna be a pretty uphill. Yep, just missed again. I don't know how I'm missing shots with a gun. I forget the accuracy on this thing, but it's one of the most accurate guns at frickin' tier 8, so. Yep, and I guess bounce off a T69. Oh well. Still not giving up hope here. It's just I'm running out of room to kind of set up without being seen. But I would have been better off staying here if I thought they were going to push the center. That's the only thing I could have done differently here. Given Cliff's not exactly a very large map to play this tank on. Any tank for that matter. Hey, my gun actually wants to fire straight now. I think I might have tracked him, but not 100% positive. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I just hope these trees hold out for me here. I don't think I'm gonna get too lucky if he keeps pushing now. Not too much I can do to help out this IS-4. Problem is if I move back to say go through that little opening that's behind me. Yeah, there's the T-30. Smart move. I would have been spotted by somebody, you know, whether it's T-69 or T-44. because I was mainly protected from that little bush and these trees here, but there's a little bit of a gap to where I would have been lit up. Oh well. Just let me get off. I did do that ultimate challenge a little earlier. But as far as damage goes, I got top 5. It's just a few of those shots, for whatever reason. Like I shot 11, hit 6, only pen 4, but you know, 0.35 accuracy, it comes out to what, 0.33? A fairly accurate gun to wear. I don't know why that kept missing a couple of those shots without even, like, say, bouncing off of something. So, alright, T-54 for this Proto. Hello, Colt. T-54 Mod 1. Alright, it's a tier 10 battle in this thing. At least, like the most comparable tank I probably compare it to from the amount of battles I have in, say, like a tier 8 premium medium, I would say like Type 59. Now this does have a much better gun on it, just by a smidgen. I believe the penetration specifically on the premium round is better, but I could be a little bit off there. The problem I'm going to have here is HP. 1300 HP against tier 9s and 10s isn't that much. The mobility on this, definitely not great when you're getting off. To a slow start, saying going up. Kidding. Going up a hill or something like that. I have bad thoughts in my head tonight. We were playing a game called What Do You Meme yesterday, and it's pretty much like Cards Against Humanity. But yeah, the main problem with this when you're against higher tiers is managing your HP and kind of knowing that your mobility isn't going to save you a lot of times if you're not already, say, at a pretty high speed. I try to get a shot off here. I like playing this little spot if I'm late to getting up into the kind of the mountains, because in a small little compact tank like this, I'm just hoping that RD spares me. I probably will get RD'd, but at the very least, until that happens, I can get shots off if this IS-7 misses me, because there's not a very large cupola on this. It's just if he pushes up here, which he can, you know, he can get shots on me if he wants to. They're just not pushing up as far as they could. Alright, they just fired. Leopard prototype doesn't look like it can hit me. $243 damage isn't that much. I don't want to push across because he's able to get shots on me without having to actually go around a corner. And if that TVP dies, I'll kind of be left out there on my own. Right now though, I'm just taking off little bits. 54 might push up here though. Nope, no shot for me. Shot there. There's the RD shot. Okay. Okay, I need to make a decision now. He's gonna... Nope, he's still aiming at me. Come on, guys. We have enough tanks up here. There's 5 of us, technically. His RD's about reloaded at this point. I need to do something here. I'm using APCR because otherwise, you know, the IS-7 I don't stand too much of a chance against. I'll take a crack here and hope that... Here we go. I'll help that TVP out. Hope the IS-7 doesn't catch me. I'm just gonna say we say screw the IS-7 right now. If we can get this T-54, great. Come on. Got. Yeah. The problem where I am turning around because I'm hoping he's not pushing into me here. But if he turns all the way around, which I think he'll do, nope, he's still coming at us here. All right, now I'm gonna deal with this. Didn't track him, but luckily he didn't ram me. I actually tracked him via ram, probably because I damaged his track. I saw the TVP was coming up behind me. He doesn't have any HV, to where I have enough to, I could have tanked a shot there. Luckily that worked out pretty well. Only in the grand scheme of things, like 1200 damage. Getting back to my previous thought earlier in the stream, like a match like this, if you're using different ratings and stuff for your stats, this match they wouldn't consider all that great. However, you know, I pretty much wasted one of their tier 10s you know, capability of fighting for almost the entire battle. I'm completely happy with that. Grand scheme of things, a mastery badge 3rd class, you know, a little bit under 1300 damage. TVP did an excellent job there, kind of dishing out some damage, and about 800 assist. But, you know, not exactly lighting up the scoreboard, but pretty effective, you know, being bottom tier. You can do a lot more than you think sometimes. Just getting yourself in a spot that utilizes the strength of your tank. Tank I don't like coming face to face with. Probably a Badger. One of those things. Type 5 heavy, pretty much anything with a big gun with a lot of armor on the front. You know, I would say I do, Carl. Even just scrolling back to the first hour of the stream, I was part of a lot of teams where we just literally died in the first few minutes, myself included. So after this battle, I kind of forgot to run the poll. I'll put up the poll after this battle, and then after that I'll do a raffle. But coming up with this poll I'm going to put up, the command for it is going to be !vote. You press space, and then you'll see in the chat and also on the screen, the top of the screen, it'll list games. The top one is number 1, and then it goes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, to where you put that after !vote. And that's going to be a game that we play Tuesday night for the live stream. I'm going to hope that they do not have their 8s out here. Okay, they have one, the 65T, but he's not actually like completely in. God, that he did not block this. So if I'm getting out here, I need to get out here early. Alright, there goes half my HP, and okay, Cromwell did shoot him. I'm like, the Cromwell's just sitting there. Oh god, he knows that. This is probably not going to go well for me now, because, yeah. Oh, no, E25 still there, good. Be careful he doesn't get a cheapy shot in there. AV-85 though has his turret all the way turned, or at least he did. Crap. There, he forgot about me for a second. Oop, T-20. Holy hell. I guess our Pershing did pull back a little bit. I thought he had that spotted. So we got the KV-85 out. They have a Digger Max, unfortunately, there, so... I'm gonna try to prevent myself from getting myself killed easily. I'm kind of hoping that this guy gives me a shot here. I really don't want to push out. Artie's kind of aiming at me. Awesome, now I'm not going to be proxy spotted eventually. I agree, there should be a badge like that, Mojo. Okay, here we go. I don't have that much HP, so I'm trying not to press it here. Got back just in time, but I don't have a repair crew. Thank you, Artie, for that. So far so good though, we're up by 5 tanks. AMX 65T, I don't have a shot on him yet, that's strange. I guess I'll go shoot the VK here. And say 65T isn't the best tank by a long shot at tier 8, but it still has a pretty decent gun on it. You know, it'll be able to potentially one-shot me if he has the higher alpha gun. I'm gonna have to hit him on the hull to be able to pen him. Of course, I'm the only... Yeah. Not gonna go well now. It's just the 3 people behind me here. Like, I'm gonna push in because we don't have him spotted, but yeah. He's chucking out premium. I probably would too in that tank though. Trying to keep him spotted because the 3 people behind me, 2 of them are one-shottable. Cromwell, he can't even pen the front hull unless he's shooting a PCR. But I needed to hit him on that lower plate. These other 2 guys, like, he just died. It's getting a little bit closer than I would like here, honestly. There we go. Thank you, Artie. They needed to either shoot APCR from the Hellcat at his hull or just flank him. Anyway, though, decent fight. You know, I definitely played it a little bit aggressive for being in a tank destroyer, but it worked out in the end. The OI versus the KV2 argument, yeah, it comes down to personal preference. I like the KV2 better, so... So I have an M48A5. I'm going to remember to do the... I probably should just wait it for the end of that battle. Stud King, please, I don't know why you're asking me what I'm saying or somebody else. Everybody's speaking English here. Honestly, you know, I don't know if you're just trying to be annoying, but I'm going to give you a warning there. But let me bring up the poll here. So we're going to have 6 choices. There's Dreadnought, Overwatch, PlayerUnknown's Battleground, World of Warplanes. I have Overwatch up twice. Excuse me here. Hello, Fix-It Man. So, Israel, you'll need to vote again. Nobody else voted yet. Sorry about that, guys. I typed in Overwatch twice there. But let me Let me fix this here. I was like, there's 2 Overwatches. Let's see if this this works out here. That's my bad. I might have just killed it. Yeah, I'll do it after this battle here. Let me start a a raffle next. Yeah, unfortunately, the poll thing, if I screw it up, I gotta restart Fussbot, which it just takes me a second to do. The M40A5 probably is the best tier 10 medium currently. Alright, I don't want to go south. Sorry about that, guys, though. I'm just going to replace Overwatch with World of Warships. Specifically, you know, I had Total War up there, but I pulled it down because right now the matchmaking queue is a little too long. A lot of people that play the game, the servers are in Europe, but a lot of people that play do play slightly earlier than when I stream Tuesday. This is a really big risk, especially knowing that there's a TVP here. Kinda hoping the T62A came up with me though. At least he missed one shot. Not exactly safe here. Whew. Holy Lord, awesome. Thank you so much, Artie. Just nailed him for 1,000 damage there. That guy is probably pretty angry. He sat still though. It was either Artie or I don't even know what hit him. Granted, it could have been like a 183 or something, but that was a massive hit. I thought I had a shot on him, but just out of reach. I'll try to help out with this Badger here, because I don't think that E100 will push up. He's pointing at me though. I don't even have a boost shot. Well. Crap, T62A, why did you... Yeah. Why he did that. He pushed down into two, well, at the time one, but I don't know why you would push on an E100 and a T62A. Granted, I do not want to push on this guy right now. Really? Holy hell, you got a camping bat chat back there. That's effective sometimes. I am honestly surprised that there's a bat chat all the way back there, but he definitely got some damage on me. Probably gonna be the only tank he shoots all game, but... I'm definitely not able to fight against a AMX M454. But, oh. I was just planning on honestly getting one shot here before I leave the hill. Hopefully, no, I didn't pen. That was a bad shot. They abort. Let's see if I can proxy spot here. Thank you, oh, that was earlier, Vic, for the follow. You gonna come after me? Yes, you are. Oh, he actually got me. He killed himself, though. That was definitely not worth it. But, oh well. I waited a little bit too long there. I did get a shot on him. I did. Or no, he got the shot on me. Never mind. I thought that was me causing the damage for a second. He got the shot midair, but he stupidly killed himself. Like, I don't know why you would do that. But... oh, God. But congrats, Randall, for the win. Good night, Rich. Nice to see you again. Alright, so let me... I just need to, I just need to restart Fussbot here for a second. Just 1 second here, guys. But my next tank up is going to be an IS tank. Hello, Sasuke. Okie dokie. So this should work now. Sorry that I screwed it up earlier. So we're going to start a poll. Exclamation point vote to enter. Go. So you type number 1 for Dreadnought, 2 for Overwatch, 3 for Battlegrounds, 4 for World of Warplanes, 5 for World of Warships, and 6 for Destiny 2. Alright, so let me get into an IS here. I do, Carl. I'll open them after the stream today. I did a couple, but honestly, 95% of the time I play World of Tanks now is during streaming, so I don't think it would be very fun watching me open packages instead of playing. Good night, Jerry. Thanks for tuning in. Which the votes open up for 10 minutes, so you know, feel free. Even if you're just popping in here, you got plenty of time to vote. Seems like most people want to see me die again in Battlegrounds. I thought about adding up Fortnite. I do have that on my PC as well, but you know, I haven't really gotten into it too much. I've tried it a couple times and you know, it just feels off. Like, I don't mind the graphics or anything or the premise. It's just the controls feel wonky to me. Ooh, there's actually a WZ-111 or WZ-132A back there that we can't see. Wasn't expecting that. This thing has crappy view range, but this isn't exactly a very large map. We have so many people going to the hill though that even if we didn't get shot here, me and the Scorpion, I wasn't gonna push here. Standard battle with about half your team, I would say, going to the hill, because SPGs don't really, they don't really hold the line. That's not exactly a good sign. I usually just do the packages after I'm done streaming now. Like, I just sit there, you basically just press open, then hit escape, goes pretty fast. Oh, awesome. I don't even know where the hell this guy is, to be honest. He must be sitting literally right here, but he's got camouflage. He got me. Panther 2, he might actually get me here again. I am really shocked that we can't see that far. Like, he's not... Oh, there he is. That's a 131. Holy hell. Got done in by camouflage here, but that's my fault. I knew that, you know, I was getting shot by him. It's just... Cool. I got 1 HP. Okay. Ah, crap, I missed. Yeah, I'm dead. Holy hell, though, that WZ-132A. I'm honestly shocked that we kept getting shot by him without actually lighting him after shooting. I have no... like, he's over there now, but... yeah, I don't even know how that worked out, but he got us. Specifically me. Alright, so we got a Panther M10, but I'm going to hop into a grind before getting to that. I'm actually tempted to hop into like a T133 or something. At least we won the M48A5 match. Let me do... I just finished that. I think I have one tier 6 I need to do a double on. I think the ARL. Nope, I got that done, but I'm gonna hop into it though, just because this is on track. I'd like to at least move on to the next tank. Then I'll get to the Panther M10, E50M, T54. IS isn't a bad tank. I've just, you know, I'm not playing too great tonight. I didn't play too great at the beginning of last stream either, but yeah, I don't know what it is, you know, with this weekend. Yeah, I'm not gonna blame the teams because I'm making boneheaded mistakes, like not being top tier there. I should have just said screw it. You know, me and one Scorpion G on that flank didn't make any sense. I should have put myself in the center or, you know, the heavy tank alley. It still would have accomplished the same thing because I mainly stayed off the hill because, you know, we would have got capped out even if we won the hill. So it didn't matter pushing it with that amount of tanks. So here I'm going to stick to the town, you know, being bottom tier, too arty, and yeah, not being able to push across there in this thing. Yeah, I've been winning decent tonight. It's just, you know, as far as the grand scheme of things, I've been making a couple important errors, which have resulted in me dying pretty early on in matches. So, which unfortunately, I mentioned last stream, I thought it would be here today. I bought those couple helmets for the stream. I think they'll be interesting. I don't know what I'm getting myself into. They haven't come yet. It looks like they're going to be another week. The shipping kind of got pushed back on them. I'll stick with these guys with my big brothers here. Probably not going where they're gonna go. I have a feeling they're just gonna go dead ahead. So as far as a list of tanks I have, look in the video description and you'll be able to see a list of tanks that I have. It's called my tank request list. Oh lord. Somebody actually peeked around that corner? I am... Holy crap, 2 people peeked around that corner. Maybe we should have maybe we should have pushed that corner. The Ag Panther's still there. I guess, you know, I'm not able to spot him given how my tank is facing. Fortunately, there's that little thing there. I think I might have just over-angled, but give it a shot. Seeing if this M6 pushes. Yep. Oh, why you would want to push around the corner with a Leo when you know that there's a tank there, but badly take your HP. Yep, the Ag Panther is still there. Crap, yeah, I just got myself killed. I exposed just enough of my side when I angled a little bit more to get past that. I was hitting this, and I didn't care that I hit that, but before I was at an auto bounce, and now I wasn't. So, oh well. At least my team's gonna win. They're already at their base, so our city's not gonna do all too great, but it shouldn't matter as long as they cap there. Which looks like we'll be playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds again on Tuesday. It'll be fun. Which T-34? Okay, just the tier 5 T-34, I can do that. Hey, we won Himmelsdorf somehow. I have no idea how we won that, but I'll take it. Look, it looks like we capped them out. I guess the hill did end up being useful. Alright, so Panther M10. Off a little bit further down here. P71 lights, Israel. Pretty much the entire tank you can penetrate. Unless you're in a light with a very small caliber, you might bounce off the turret in a couple spots. I'm glad you got your double, Labobo. Yeah, so Tuesday we'll be watching Cody die over and over in PlayerUnknown's Battleground. It'll be fun. I actually haven't played that. I played it like a day or two after I streamed it last, and I haven't played it since. We've been a little bit busy running around finishing. I thought I heard Levi move. We've been finishing a few things for Christmas though. We just did Christmas as far as like I exchanged like presents and stuff with her grandfather and niece and nephew yesterday. They live about like an hour and a half away, so finally done everything. See you, Dana. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a good day tomorrow. How am I on the ARL 44? I'm like halfway through it. If that's what you're meaning. Oh god. What am I getting myself into here against OI? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, the heavies behind me aren't moving. they do have some shots that way. Really glad he gets bounced. I'm not able to push on an OI and a Tiger P, so I'm going to... It's not a bad map for Artie. What? The Hummel died? How the hell did he die? Unless he got spotted right in the beginning in the north, but... Yeah, he didn't take the... Yeah, now he did. So he didn't take the shot and miss me. My problem is, in the south, we never had the rest of the tanks that spawned with me. They never moved up. So, me sitting out there didn't really make too much sense. If I can... I don't even need to. For whatever reason, I still had to click. Right now, though, we really need to help out the north. They're still camping the south, so we're not able to push that even if we wanted to. Crap. I critted him, no track damage though, trying. Yeah. Trying to help our Artie out here. I missed him that last shot, but alright. How did our IS decide to push in there? At least the Churchill and the KV-2 is now pushing. Trying IS. Alright. Not that I would have killed him in one shot anyway. Holy hell, I literally just hit my tank's gun there. Like, you gotta be shitting me here. Excuse my language. Yeah, that's gonna get me honestly killed. I have a TOG 2 here. I'm dead. I mainly pushed in there due to rage. Not that I'm angry, but like, how lucky can you be there for me to hit the gun? Oh well. I shouldn't have pushed in there. That was dumb. I should have stayed where I was. Hopefully my team wins though, but I can't believe that shell literally hit the gun and missed that Tiger P's the hole. Oh, gotta love and hate the game sometimes. So on to the E50M. Yay, more boxes. Oh, I got some bad luck tonight. But I should have just fallen, but fell back, and that was dumb on me. Good kudos to the Tiger P. He got out of that somehow, but yeah. Oh well. Maybe, you guys did mention it a couple weeks ago. Maybe I need a stream where I guess like play like all tier 10s or something for like a straight stream. Get a little, not that I don't have confidence right now playing. Get a little bit of a hot streak going again. Alright. I'm tempted to go up here. It's just, let's see. 2. Four tanks, not bad. Nobody else. I'll go up here. I don't want to push. They have a Sheridan, 2 tier 9 bat chats, and then 4 other mediums that I think would head up here. Like the T-54E1, I don't think. Even though T-54 lightweight, yeah, not technically a medium, but yeah. I just think we're going to be really outnumbered. Looking at least one of their bats went center, so did the Sen 7. Okay. Yeah, I'm toying around with the idea. Ooh, don't why are you pushing? Why? It's gonna make me slightly push out here. Just because, not that I think I'm gonna, holy hell. Not that I think I'm gonna save him, but he's still alive though. I think that guy flipped over. Come on. I don't know how that second one bounced, but I was trying not to expose too much of myself. Until Artie hits me, I am not going to hang back. Very nice. Capitalize on that. Kind of shocked that they're not penning my turret. This is why I'm not pushing as far. So usually the E50 and E50M's turret is pretty easy to pen by even some tier 8 tanks. But yeah, I'm not complaining too much though. Don't get me wrong. Okie dokie. Our center is smidgen weak, so is the south. I just very tempted to push here, but I know it's bad. Unless I can kill this bat chat somehow. Okay. Oh, maybe we didn't have, I thought we had someone there. Yeah, they're going to push this center. Or at least they should. Very nice if I had at least one of these guys coming with me. Corian, you have HP. He's got 2 shots left. Gotta make it quick here. Come on, Centaurian. You got the HP now. Go, go, go. Or not. Still gotta keep pushing. It's like Artie's just gonna reload and nail us to where basically mistakes mount when you make a push. It doesn't go exactly as planned, but if you pull back, you just give the enemy a chance to reload, reset up. Yeah, glad we kept pushing there. So given my HP now, I need to take a little bit of a back roll, which hell, T92 was still aiming at me. Holy hell. Making a little bit more damage there. But we're still kind of locked at that corner. Yeah, lucky for us, all of their tier 10s went to one spot, and kind of the same with ours except for the bat. Or no, we have a type 5 and a bat. So that was the difference. We only sent one type 5 down there, and the other went further up. He drowned himself. What a shame. I know that there's still tanks, but I'm gonna make him pay a little bit larger repair bill here. I don't even care that I'm losing out on damage. It's a premise. I guess missed him. Oh well. He's getting 18%. Because I would like to get more damage here. Nah, it's not happening. I'm just gonna go back and shoot him again. So after a tank drowns, you don't get experience from this. But you do cause the people to pay a higher repair bill. They get penalized for drowning themselves, but they'll get an extra repair bill if you actually take off the HP of their tank. Good night, Lobobo. Have a nice day at work tomorrow. Hello, Russian person. Is that a VK101P request, I think? Fix it. Pretty decent battle there, though. Only a third class. We did win that Panther M10 last time. Most amount of damage here on my team. Fosh B beat me out on the other team. But luckily, you know, we got a W here. And, yeah, pretty good battle there. Their T92 drowned himself. Granted, he was going to die anyway, but still. It's kind of a unsportsmanlike move there. T54, I forgot to get a couple reserves going here. I would like to fit in a grind or two at the end. I think I actually picked the wrong one there. Or no, that's crew experience. I thought I used like a 2-hour one for my actual experience. No, I agree with you exactly, Jackie. I just might do one stream coming up here. I did them occasionally before where, you know, I'll play a stream where it's pretty much just my picks for a stream. Kind of helps me at times getting back into like a rhythm. Because it is hard, like, you know, I don't have too much fun, say, playing like one tank for like 2 hours straight, like grinding. I don't like that. But it is hard sometimes, like, popping around to 300 different tanks. So where every now and then it does help if I, like, focus, say, on, you know, a group of tanks that I've played a lot. See ya, Stug. Hello, Vance. Nice to see you. Okay, I'm gonna head south here. Mainly because my Meal 2 and E75 should stay towards the center, I hope. The Meal 2 is kind of heading south here, but we should have plenty of heavy tanks towards the middle. Hoping we only see there's 2. Couldn't get flanked through there. I don't want to pass this just yet. Always wait for that to kind of settle out first. Because if your team's not pushing in with you, you can get flanked very easily through here and you can get shot. So that's something to where I've made that mistake so often to where I no longer push past this anymore. Especially if I'm alone. I don't know if that Yag Tiger actually turned completely around. He's still looking straight down here. Just as that, he got shot. So I'm actually gonna swap over to Heat. You know, the enemy, they're all running away from here to where I'm better off going to help elsewhere here. Still debating if I should head here, or I think I'll be better off helping out more this way. See if this IS-6... Okay, he doesn't need a hit. Oh, sorry dude, I did not mean to do that. Would like to set up angling now. It's 2 versus 1 against a T10. Doesn't look like he's gonna get any help. Come on, IS. Uh-oh. No, dude, no. What the hell are you doing? He's shooting freaking HE as well. He has blocked me in there. Like, you're actually helping this guy out. Oh my god. Like, like, I needed to keep moving there. Like, the dude rammed me into the corner. Mainly sticking with heat here because of this E75. Like this Type 59 will be able to get a shot on him or the Tiger 2. Get him a little bit down the HP department. Tiger 2 doesn't have the top gun on him, so... Ooh, that's gonna hurt. I didn't think I was hitting the gun, and it hit him. Right in the gun. I thought I was aiming just below it. My eyesight in this old age, you know? I'm just kidding. I should have just aimed lower. It would have been the safer bet. Sometimes the perspective is a little bit off. Just going purely off your aiming circle. Since I'm one-shottable, I'm just going to go towards the RU-251 here, rather than potentially give the Leopard Proto a free kill. Pretty good battle though, 3,200 damage, 500 assist. And I got the RU-251. You'll like the VK fix it. Once it's elite, it's a hard tank to beat at tier 8, to be honest. You know, outside of just the speed, even its armor can, granted the lower plate lacks a bit once you start facing higher tiers, and not like your cupola is still pretty strong, but it does stack well compared to some tanks that do rely on armor at tier 8 against higher tier tanks. It's definitely not perfect, but it is a pretty good tier 8 heavy. Oh, I'm not going to do 20 straight battles in one tank, Jackie. It would just be, instead of a ton of viewer requests, I'll pick most of them. Last time I did it, which top damage and pretty good amount of credits given the bonus that's still going on right now. Saving up credits because next weekend should be an equipment sale on the NA server for anyone that does need it. There should be crew retraining or, you know, crew training. I forget which one. Hello, David. Nice to see you. Has been a little bit. But the last time I did a stream like that, I did, like I'd pick 2 tanks, you know, kind of play whatever I wanted, and then I did 1 tank request in between, instead of doing, usually what I do on the stream here now is like 3 viewer requests and then I pick a grind. So it's just kind of switching it polar opposite, more or less. Alright, I'm getting a little cold here, to be honest. It's really cold out in New Jersey again. It's not even that it's that cold in my house right now. It's just, it was 60 degrees out 2 days or a day and a half ago. going from that down to, it was a high of like 25 today, is just like, why? I like the cold, but not flip-flopping as much as that. God. Trying to get my shots while he's not pointing and angling correctly. I wasn't going to make it to the flag like I'd like to, so I decided it would be better for me to get some early spots. I'm hoping. Yes, we see that. I'm hoping I can get these mediums to kind of follow me. Because it's really a race. If you spawn over here, it's a race to basically push and get around the town. Because you don't have enough time to be able to get over to the town side. Oh god, I forgot about that. But yeah, that's very bad on my part. I just hope nobody knows about that. They probably will. I can't believe that Jackson is what hurt me the most. Fortunately, nobody followed me up the 2-3 line, of course. But I should have figured that they had TDs there. And now all my guys died. They didn't have any V range to be able to spot them. Yeah, I'm like shivering. No. My problem is in this room I'm kind of in a corner, and my tabletop here is glass, so it warms up a little bit, but some days it's a little bit chilly. Yeah, he's gonna kill me here. Okay. Or not. Thank you, AMX12T. Don't know what happened to you there, but I am not unhappy about that. Now, tank destroyer time. Don't think I can run away here. I'm gonna hope that this Jumbo Sherman is able to push, or I'm gonna take a really big risk here, but pays off. Don't know if anyone's on this little bush here, but if they position like they did when I tried to push up, really, they're gonna see me even if I fire or not. Yep, there's the archer. Trying to take shots at him, but at least the E2 made it up there, and he still has full HP. Even though he was AFK for most of the battle, we got this now. Literally, they could just sit on the cap and win. But did my job. I'm happy. We should get a W there. Let me hop into a RU-251. Then I have a VK-101P and a UDES. Won't be taking any more requests, since that'll pretty much be the end there. Or else I'll, basically do a tank grind or something. Hello, Ferd. I don't know if you're watching the stream. I assume you are, though. Usually I only get messages from certain certain people when I'm streaming. I don't mind messages sometimes, but it's hard to, when I'm fitting in battles, to respond and type out there. Any medium lines except for like the US. It's like if you're looking for flexibility, it's like there's the British medium line, isn't all that bad now. Like a Japanese isn't all that flexible. Russian medium line is definitely flexible. They're reworking a lot of it though, so you might want to just hold off on that. Like French, they're not really super flexible. Like they're definitely mobile and you need to kind of push and pull with them, but it's not like it can do as much as say like an American. Yeah, I didn't even try to go over there because so many people, when you have lights and stuff, especially high tier battles, everyone just rushes to camp a bush. It's just easier to spot them and run off. I would probably say if you're looking for something similar to the US line, it would be British. If you want something different, I'll look in my garage after this. It'll be easier for me to visualize it. Daisy, got myself a little bit too far out for my comfort. I just fired a little too early. See, I do have 3 people back here. I don't think they have much in this line. They have a lot of people in the center, and a couple on the hill, and a couple in the 1-2 line. But most people they have right in the center. So it would be nice if our kind of people in the 2 line would push up. Ooh, I have a GPZ 100. Correction, we need to kill that JPZ 100 and then push up. Not next stream. I'll do it after the battle here. Israel. I'm looking to where I can get shots. Like I could reposition all the way over to the hill to get shots in the center, but that's not worth it in my opinion. Like it literally, I have 0 assist and everything because I'm not the only one spotting here. He's gonna chase me though. Almost guarantee it, but he didn't. Come on guys, light up that T-54 lightweight. Got 0 assist for it too. Go figure. I took my chance and got this guy out. That way he's not able to spot my heavies back there. And or not heavies, those 3 guys. Like I'm spotted from the center, so I can't spot too well from here. Yeah, not even able to push and make myself some cover. It's gonna take me a while. I don't know if this is going to be worth it, but I've dug myself in this deep. My plan is to use this as a shield and to take shots to my left. I don't know how well it's going to work, but I'm probably just going to get artied or shot from my left anyway. But I still can get hit from straight ahead. Oh well. We're going for the fun factor at this point. Holy hell, I spotted the ST1. Woohoo! Someone did just shoot at me too. I don't know who. Still can't shoot. Spotted a T-30 though. What the hell? Dead tank is working. Until, you know, I die, but... I only got 4 heat shells left here. I cannot... Oh, he's actually facing away from us. Alright, I can't pen any of them now. I'm just gonna chuck HE at them. What the hell? Oh, there's their arty. Arty, why you gotta ruin my little, it's like I'm playing Fortnite. I'm building a wall and using it as cover. Got HE, but take that, 34 damage. See, that guy doesn't have a wall. Should I, like, push him and make more cover for myself here? Oops, I actually screwed myself up there. I just killed him with the HE shell to the back of the turret. That is wonderful. Here's my last heat. Yeah. I don't know what else I can do here. We're up by 3. Like, I can't really spot straight on because I could push over here. I know I'd be able to make it, but yeah, I would say the chat and game is a little bit salty right now. Well, at least they're not angry at me, or at least I don't think they're angry at me. Yeah, I can't pen the IS-4. I can annoy the hell out of them. I think we'll end up winning this. Like, we are up, and as far as team position, I would say the only one that needs to move a little bit would be most likely the T-30 a little bit, but not by much. I just think the T-30 should move from here over to the center. We're not going to be able to push the 1-2 line to where he can potentially get a shot. You know, if he was where I'm at here, he could potentially get a shot like on this PZ7 here. Alright, here's a T-30. When you don't have any cover, just make some yourself. It's not the first time I've used a dead tank on this map for cover. First time I've used a tank for cover and a light tank on this map. Thought I killed him. I was actually very proud of myself there. T-54 lightweight, go away. Ruining my fun here. This IS-4 is just like, screw it at this point. Come on, wiggle back a little bit. Pretty please? Come on. Here comes their JPZ. I can't. How's that IS-4 still alive? 1 HE shell, guys. If I had HE, I would shoot him myself. There we go. Holy hell. They are lucky to have me right now. I don't know how that IS-4 survived as long as they did. Really, all I need is the W and what? The S key. That's all I need the entire match here. Once I got into my little bit of cover. Hello, Fairy Group. This is exactly where I was at last stream in the T-32 Heavy, where I got that epic ace tanker match too. This is definitely fun. Doesn't look like Fung is going straight forward and back, but oh god, thank god. Alright, is my team up and ready to shoot? I'll go for it here, and I'll probably die now that I'm out of my little hole. Probably roll right in front of this JPZ. Oh, yep. That's exactly what I'm doing here. Whoa, Artie. Can we talk about this? No, how I did not die there. Not complaining now. Alright, so that was an interesting match there. Hello HD Pixels. And hello 51. Oh my god. So that was a long one, but pretty interesting. I was not expecting that outcome, to be honest. So got an Ace Tanker award. Actually, I believe this is the first ace I have in the RU-251. Also got an Orlix medal for destroying 2 tanks yeah, in one battle, but I believe, yeah, they're 1 tier higher than me. Awesome. So that worked out. 2100 damage, 5 kills, most amount of experience. Object 260 did a great job. I don't even know, there was a lot of angry people in that match. I was doing my best to try to ignore it. A few people were hanging back, but we were doing all right. You know, we had some improvised cover there, but it worked out in the end. So, thank you for whoever requested the RU-251. Let me add, that one's getting double the Ace Tanker stuff in the garage, or the chatbot shop again, because that was a fun battle there. I'm gonna look at the tech tree first before I pop into the next battle. I'm just clipping this out real fast, because that was a pretty pretty good one there. Alright, but next up, I'm gonna look at the tech tree and then pop into the VK101P. And then I got a Udez up after that. Sure that I got this all. There we go, got it correct. Right. So, as far as a medium line, or crap, I'm just refreshing myself to make sure I'm not missing anything. At least the ones that I've ground through. If you're looking for something comparable to the US line, I would recommend, say, British. Like, I'm speaking like all the tiers, not just, say, tier 10. I would say, as far as versatility, the Centurion Action X. You can't go wrong with the Russian lines, but definitely look at what's changing for 9.22 in the update. And I would also suggest the E50M line as well. That's the one. I knew there was another tank I was thinking of. But like, as far as having a lot of options available, those would probably be your best bets. Let me get into a VK 101P here. I finally got the engine. It is now elite. Thank you guys. Good night, Cosmin. Thanks for you know, popping by on the stream. Have a nice day tomorrow. As far as gold, the best thing you can spend gold on, in my opinion, A, premium account when they have it on sale. And also, I would say when I always wait for the 1 gold per 35 experience for free XPing, because it's honestly, it feels so good never having to grind a tank, honestly. If you already have like a tier 8 premium, you know, if you're trying not to spend a lot of money on the game, you know, just, you know, save your gold. I would use it for free experience and premium time. And also if you can get some garage slots on sale. All right, I'm gonna head down here, honestly, even though I'm in a VK. This map is, I really hope, like, I haven't seen the changes they've done too much when it comes to HD. We should be seeing again. It should be by the end of this week coming up. We see the public test server. Usually they release it on Thursday or Fridays, but I hope they fix this map. I feel like, you know, it's not completely useless going up to the town, but the south is just it's so much more important across so many more battles on this map than the north. But they need to, I don't even care, like a lot of people complain about like certain maps having a bunch of corridors and stuff. It's annoying, but I hate maps that only have two flanks. Like Live Oaks, you have Highway, which has that huge open area. They could do something there. It's just, you know, there's a few others that are escaping me, but if you think of maps that you hate, most of them are two flank maps, that where even if there is a third option, it's not viable. Like, you know, there's that little you know, there's that little path they added through the center. Nobody ever takes it because you'll die. They need to fix that. Like, I can deal with other problems with maps, but only having two options for yourself, which, thanks for wasting a shot, Artie, it just makes maps feel very lopsided a lot of times. Because usually it boils down, instead of your team like losing one flank and still having people on two others, if you lose one flank out of two, and there's a good chance, you know, it's 50-50 whether or not that was your strong flank, usually you're screwed. So I got my one shot in here. I'm happy. We already killed their E3, their T62A, so I'm more or less likely there's a lot of TDs. These guys should be able to push. Actually, no. I'll push up on this side. I was thinking about pushing here, because if you get yourself here, if you're lagging behind, you're able to shoot the TDs coming across here when your team pushes up. Where once you get a lot of people in the zero line, I would say it's better to start putting a couple people in the center to deal with enemy TDs. That's who I'm focusing on now. And I missed. Or I hit somebody else, but I think that just went over the AMX. I'm not even mad that I got hit there. Do, however, need to get away from the train because I'll get hit from the center. Let's go, peeps. Stripe 103B should be getting a lot of assist damage here very shortly. You please stop hitting me? Really? There's a T28 in front of us. I can't pen him all too well. Granted, he shouldn't be able to pen me that well, but it did get an armor buff recently. Before, he could just spam premium through most of it. Right, there's also a Hang Panzer back here. I'll chuck my HE round at him. 653 damage. I'll stick with HE too, because this T28, I'm better off just HEing him. The Malshin, why do they have so many tanks back in their base? Like a Malshin, the T28, like, you have armor. You should be out and actually holding ground for your team if you have people out there. Oh well, we won because their team kind of left most of their team out to dry, but I'm just gonna keep chucking HE here because the likelihood of me penning a Malshin with APCR is pretty low. Unless I hit his lower plate, but I don't think there'll be time for me to actually better my chances here. Let's take that. Awesome. Hello, Pella. Nice to see you. Nope, only bought premium tanks give you extra credits. Alright, so I have an Udez coming up next here. Mastery Badge start class though. Top 4 damage. Not the, you know, funnest of matches, but I went to the south because I actually, if I had went town, you know, I still would have been able to do stuff, but losing the south is usually pretty much game over, at least in my eyes, for your team. So that's usually, I go there like 9 times out of 10. So I have Udez here. I might play one more battle after this, but we'll see. I'm hoping this isn't a short battle because it'll mean I completely screwed up here. Granted, this is a very hard map for me to set up. I'm going to try to set up in the south early, but like I can't set up on a bridge and fire without being seen. I can set up here, but getting shots early on is kind of a moot point. Yeah, this is actually a really bad map for the Udez. But let me, before I forget, I need to start the last raffle. 1,300 Levi biscuits for the winner. At least I don't think I did a third raffle. I know, thank that Cody person for giving everyone extra Levi biscuits. Isn't the safest of spots here, but at least say I got 1 shot's worth and I spotted a hell of a lot of people. My team decided not to want to spot anybody here. Crap. Ooh. Nice, slow, fat, heavy tank, and yeah. Oh, leave me alone. Not hurting you. I will shoot you though if you start shooting at me. Poor Type 59. Why you don't go down there. I always hate myself when I get myself down there in a light tank or a medium. Alright, so we have nobody on the bridge and we have 2 people up there camping. Like, there's nothing wrong with using that spot if your team doesn't have people in the south, but we have a lot of people in the south and nobody on the bridge. Everything here can overmatch me. I am just praying that they don't have somebody camping in their base at the TD spot. Sure you want to stay there, Type 59? I really don't feel like trading shots with him, because if I bounce one, I'm screwed. Or if I miss. Yeah, he has a leg up on me. T92, I was hoping would just flank him, because that would literally break open the entire map, but nope. Thank you for the subscription, Pella. Alright. Yay, I made it. Be very nice though if we just need one person to push the bridge and we'd be fine. But we should have this. I don't think the enemy's gonna push. Set up here because I think they'll keep running back. See though. Oh, SU 100-01 or SU 101. Feel bad for him now. He did what I needed him to do, but I had run away before I noticed he was doing that. He's probably gonna... He can't one-shot the Type 59. He's probably gonna be dead before I get over here. Yeah, he actually bounced or missed. And there's the FCM 50T. Sorry, little bud. Was a very bad teammate there. Forget about me. Like, we're up by 4, but it's starting to scare me here because things can start getting funky once we start splitting up. I'm hoping I don't die here by either the Type or this AMX 65T. Kinda hoping they get the Type out. Okay, that helped. Uh-oh. See if he makes it back to me. I don't think he will, but I don't have the HP to kind of gamble on that. This is definitely going to be my last battle though, guys. It was a pretty fun stream, especially that one RU251 match. My next stream is going to be coming up Tuesday morning for World of Tanks, 8 AM start time. And then Tuesday night is going to be PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds starting at 9 PM. Congrats, Gus, on winning the raffle. Charge. Since it's my last battle, I might as well just run in here. Either one-shot somebody in the butt or hit them and then ram them, and probably I blow up. Which, just a reminder that the holiday ops does end tomorrow, I believe extremely early. So if you... oh god. Yeah. I took a random shot there before I died, but it didn't work. So if you have any gifts to open them. If you are working on camouflages, pretty much when you're done your session tonight, just literally break all the things that you have. It'll lower your festive level. You know, take them off the tree, break them apart, and try to craft the ones that you need to get a full collection. That way you might get a special camouflage. Yeah, worst that happens is I die and I miss, but Mastery Badge second class here. Yeah, top 2 damage. The VK did a very good job there. Yeah, kind of what I was talking about is, you know, when you're done, you know, since holiday ops is ending, break down all these things. Like, I have honestly up to 586 of these things, but do your best to complete a collection. That way you can get a special camouflage and stuff to go with it. But anyway, you know, thanks again for watching tonight. It's a fun stream. Had a couple down moments, but overall, that one RU match set me straight. Thanks again, though. Tuesday morning, I'll be back. Most likely someday this week I'll be doing a slightly different stream where I pick most of the tanks, but I'll still do some tank requests during it. Just a lot less than usual. See you, Pez, and see everybody else. You have a nice night. You know, if you're in the Northeast in the US, try to stay warm as well. But you know, who knows, by Tuesday I'm guessing there'll be more information about the next patch coming out by next, you know, Tuesday. Wargaming should release some stuff tomorrow, so should be interesting. Maybe we'll see that object 777 version 2. I put a video up of the tier 10 Russian tank the other day. But anyway, thanks again for watching. Have a nice night. See you around.